straight shooter.
That's a new one.
In a 159.
Felt pretty good.
And we rode this
good.
with
Malavidas.
rode these with
Adidas Tactical ADV ×3. We got out in some pretty hard conditions, pretty rough
firm
conditions.
in places,
Washington's
edgeable in
been
others,
having a rough
but
year.
you couldn't know where it was wet. And listen,
Yeah.
keen, shrewd eye. Watch
You
out
had
for
to
the
keep
rock.
a keen eye out there.
Watch out for the rock.
But we rode this perfectly on reference, 18 front, -3 back. To give you a quick summary, this has a somewhat reminiscent nose to the stun gun, which I loved, but everything else about it felt different. It just has that cool, big, long, powder-friendly nose, but then this just big, gunny, powerful, directional, funny, and gunny free ride
I think
board.
the name kind of says it all.
Yeah, it is a straight shooter. It's got some powerful stuff to it. To start with sizing, I might have liked the 56 a little better, but I was having a time with this 59. It's kind of wide, kind of big for me, but it feels like Jimbo's kind of ride.
I was having a time with
I was
this
having
one
a
for
time on it
sure.
as well. I felt great on it.
And as far as camber profile, it's got a directional camber thing going. It looks like a little bit of early rise, kind of after the front part of the binding, and then all the way back from the front part of the binding to the tail, camber. It's got that kind of locked in, kind of intense feel, especially more so than even the Sensei and the Hometown Hero. I felt like this was the most technical and aggressive of those. Not the easiest to skid a turn. Pretty difficult.
Actually, it locked in its turns really well.
Yeah,
I was
it
able-
locked in.
I was able to just sketch a little turn
not for the
real
skids.
fast, but that's just mostly the conditions. Just hit a little ice patch real fast. And,
You have to power through.
yeah,
skidded
but
turns.
it locked right back in immediately after and just
yeah.
kept going.
I think the
It's
hitch
not-
is strong enough to turn.
It's
this
for
one.
a stronger rider.
Yeah.
Or a technical rider. And then as we get into the flex, you can kind of see what we're talking about here. It's got some, medium stiff. Got a little more give in the nose,
torsionally,
but not a
rigid
lot.
also.
I could butter it off the tail okay, but it took a lot of work.
Yes,
But it's got powerful pop.
dedication and work on that.
Yeah, it's
Butter.
got powerful springy pop. It was very fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I could ollie easy with this. And it has a stable approach to little natural features that we wanted to hit.
Yeah.
Speed. The speed of this was the bombiest of this, by far outbombed
Yeah.
the Hometown
This is
Hero.
like Badger Bomb and Tiger Bomb. This is Cheetah Bomb.
Yeah, this was the bomb. This is going after gazelles.
Nice takedown, boys.
Well, and then I wonder. I would like to see this against like the Flight Attendant and other boards like that, and the Deep Thinker that are kind of a little more bomby, a little more directional. I mean, a little more bomby than the Hometown Hero, kind of similar in direction. But uneven terrain. I went through a scary bump, like
Like a chicken head field.
chicken heads, like
a whole-
1,000 angry hay-hays.
They say they're
No.
free-range chickens, but this was just like an enclosed area, all chicken heads.
Yes.
It was not a free-range.
They were
chicken
ornery.
head part
They
of the
were
trail.
ornery.
Foster
Yeah.
farms.
And they and I couldn't believe how well it took it and just didn't send it back up into my body.
Very nice
So,
damp absorption. Incredible at handling the uneven terrain.
This is the kind of board
good
that
for
powers over shit
speed.
really well. Like
Yep.
if you just want to hammer through some chopped up snow to get to a good patch,
I'd love to.
this is going to hammer it fine. If you want to weave in and
hammer.
out of bumps,
Good hammer.
I'd much rather be on the Sensei or the Hometown Hero.
Or if you want to chop up a bunch of really good snow, just so that other people have to go through it later,
take your bindings off.
this board's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But from there, edge hold. I felt it's pretty competent edge hold, but it's definitely like right at that borderline between being good in hard snow and not being good in hard snow. It's not really an icy snow kind of board, and I felt like you really need to know how to work the edges to make them stick and to make them work. If you're somebody who, it's not for everybody. It's not edge hold for everybody. It's edge hold for some. And then I would say powder. This would be a board I would love to gun. I would love to get my gunning on down a nice big open face.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to weave in and out of trees with this, but
or a gully where you can go up and down.
it looks like it's got like a really good
Kirkwood-esque
directional float to it.
with trees.
It looks like you can set this pretty far back on board and get some decent float. And there you have it. I mean, I thought this was a pretty enjoyable board. I don't know if it's for everybody, but if you kind of like to point it, but you don't want something super crazy stiff, like steep water stiff. What was the board last year? The leaderboard.
Yeah.
It's not leaderboard stiff, but it's got that pointy, fun kind of.
Yeah.
Pointy and fun for everyone, I think. It's a great way to
This
describe
board's polite to point.
it. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, this board never makes some comment like, "Oh, four fingers are back at you." Oh, it's like, yeah, go ahead and point.
Down.
Peter and Jimbo doing their Indiana Jones.
All our reviews are done without any brand oversight. It's a best effort, objective opinion from an average rider's perspective. If you need advice, check the in-depth review on the site first, then fill out the Me Harmony profile in the Contact Us section so I can help you properly. If you want to support us, like and subscribe to the channel, and if what we reviewed appeals to you, it helps us if you buy through our links. So, thanks for watching.